And welcome back to
That
the
was
second episode. What?
cringy. Go ahead.
Welcome back to the second episode of the Drunken Ship Podcast. My name is Jordan Crockett,
I'm
along
Tay
with my
Infinite.
brother, best friend, and co-host, Tay Infinite, aka Tay Norman.
How you guys doing?
Welcome, guys. We got a great show for you guys today. We're gonna be talking about the Sony controller, PS5. We're gonna be talking about the Final Fantasy remake. We're gonna be talking about the Tiger King documentary, and we're also gonna be talking about 90 Day Fiancé.
Hey, what?
So I hope you guys are ready for the show. What?
No idea what that is. You're gonna have to inform me.
The
on that
90
one.
Day Fiancé?
Yeah.
That's the toe guy.
Like he called him the toe guy.
His head looks like a whole toe.
Why he built like that? Is
Oh
something
no,
wrong
he
with him?
built like he built like that. Let me take this mask off.
Mask off. You guys remember that song? We'll probably get a copyright strike for that. YouTube algorithm. How you been, bro?
Okay. Good, man. How you been?
Good. I've been thirsty a lot. Thirsty.
Thirsty.
I've been craving a lot of salt. What does that mean?
Salt? Like salty
Yeah.
foods and stuff? I don't know.
All right. What we got to
I've been craving a lot of beer, dude.
Is that new?
Thirsty. Real thirsty.
Product placement. What is that? Heineken?
Kool-Aid.
Who?
It's Kool-Aid.
It's Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid for the YouTube algorithm. It's
Oh.
Kool-Aid.
All right, what are we starting with?
Let's see. What do you want? Let's see. I guess we can start with the controller.
Oh, DualSense. How you like about
So
it?
the DualSense PS5 controller, it got announced. I actually have some images here for us today,
Sweet.
and get a good shot of that here.
I love that controller.
All right. So first initial thoughts. What do you think?
It looks futuristic. It looks new. I love the sleek design. I've seen a lot of people mix on the buttons. I love the button layout. How it's like we used to the PlayStation colors on the cross, circle, triangle, and square buttons. But I love that. The lights I'm iffy on. I heard rumors apparently
Yeah.
like the buttons may glow too. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
Buttons do what?
They glow.
Oh, they glow?
From what I heard, that may be true. Not true, I don't mean.
Really? That would be really interesting to see. And actually, I mean, I could see that because of like it would make sense because it has the same white background and it's glass.
Yeah.
I could see that like it would be glowing like, through the colors. But if they do glow like that, then I could see like the battery life of this thing dying really quickly.
Like the DualShock 4. That's stupid. I mean, it's cool at nighttime, but it's practically useless. But here, it looks sleek. I like that. I like the cyberpunk look to it. It looks futuristic.
It does look like very futuristic, but it also looks super chunky,
Chunky.
like a Mad Cat controller.
Yeah, that's what someone said too. It looks it's wider than a normal PlayStation controller. It's like Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah,
had a baby.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
immediately the first thing I thought was like, so you can see like the curvature of it.
Yeah.
That's this exact same thing as a Xbox controller.
Yeah, but the bottom of it is PlayStation. You see how it's more curved than boxes. Right. You buy the black part.
You mean
Yeah.
like right here?
Yeah, go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. That feels more like PlayStation right there. But I can definitely see the Xbox in it too.
It definitely has like, they've taken some inspiration from it, and then
mhm.
then let's see. Here we have like the kind of like the back of it.
God, I can't wait to use this thing because I know it's gonna be amazing. This controller here.
So this also has tension triggers in it now.
Tension-
Which is that the
Yeah.
DualSense, or is that they have another name for it?
I don't know. It just like so like for example, Horizon 2 comes out. Like pulling back Aloy's
The bow.
bibbo is gonna like you can feel like the sensation of it.
That's like that's the only comparison I've heard so far, which
really? Yeah.
is the bow comparison, like
Okay.
the tension of the bow. And in a sense, I mean like that almost like it's kind of gimmicky.
You think so? It's interesting.
Like a little bit.
It doesn't really. It's more
because
about
I feel
immersion.
like it's like a lot of games aren't gonna utilize this. So like, it's a multi-platform game comes out. I mean, are they really gonna put this in?
Yeah,
or
depends
something?
on the developer. Yeah, you're right. You said definitely in first party game. That's a good question. I actually didn't think about that. So first thing I thought was like first party games like Horizon or something like Call of Duty. It depends. Yeah, you're right. It depends on the developer really.
Right. Because I mean, Call of Duty obviously wouldn't use this or
No,
anything.
I don't think
like,
so.
what sense would it make for them to take another like 30 days to add in attention of like a crossbow or something or a gun into the unless both systems did it. That's the only reason I could see that happening. And then I mean, it's just like how like Nintendo had the Joy-Cons, like the motion controls and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like I remember because I never played Breath of the Wild at launch, and I remember playing that game and trying to do the puzzles, shrines,
it still
with
requires
the ball.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so out of date, and where I wasn't playing like at launch or anything, it just felt awkward, and it was like awful. It was like the worst part of that game was those gimmicky motion controls, and I feel like that might be like what's going on here. It's just kind of like gimmicky, and I don't feel like they're really going to utilize the tension of stuff. I like the feature, that's cool and everything, but unless Xbox does the same thing, I feel like it's going to be a wasted opportunity, which kind of sucks.
That's the thing with PlayStation when they do these gimmicks. They use it for like 1 or 2 games and never touch it again. Remember the PlayStation's touchpad? Like, speaking of, I'm glad you said that because the DualShock 4 has like some sort of like motion control game because in Infamous Second Son you can spray paint. You got to shake up the controller. And like,
the same thing with the Last of Us. You have to,
was it?
Your flashlight will go out, and you have to shake up the controller.
Yeah, like it is rarely optimized, and like the touchpad here, like these features sometimes are just pointless. I get what you're coming from there, but I think of all of them, I'd rather have the DualSense trigger option than this gimmicky stuff we got here with the DualShock 4. Like it doesn't really change anything. I can see it being used more than whatever Sony tried to do with the DualShock 4. I like the touchpad. Like, what's the point of that thing? Coming back from it now.
I mean, like, I like using it as like a big like start button.
Yeah, it's.
I like it using for like stuff like that.
I mean, like,
but like trying to use it like in an applicable sense. No, it's not really no sense.
Stupid.
Like trying to use it like shake it for like a flashlight or something. I'm like, this is kind of stupid, honestly.
Go back to the picture. Does it? The touchpad returned, didn't it?
Yeah, it definitely has a touchpad.
Yeah, it has a touchpad, and I don't know anyone who uses it. Yeah, it still has that touchpad. So, I'm surprised it didn't take it away.
So it has lights on the side of it now too, which I guess I kind of like. It makes more sense for it to have lights on the side because I can actually see them versus like the light out in front on the DualShock 4.
Yeah, and you got a built-in microphone too, and it gives you a head check option too. It's optional.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah,
the built-in headset, because, dude, people are not gonna. Hopefully it comes default push to talk or something. Because I think if it's like on constantly, as soon as you come out the box, dude, there's gonna be so many people like with crying babies and people
racial
cooking
slurs.
And racial slurs and all this shit.
Yeah,
just coming out off like in parties and stuff because they don't know their mic is on.
I love this color design, and it's for like a long-time PlayStation fan. It's weird seeing a white PlayStation console.
Yeah, this leads us to believe that the PS5 is going to be white and black,
and it just screams futuristic, fake concept art, which I personally love. Notice old PS5, Xbox 720 videos.
Yeah,
it just reminds
from
me
like
of
2008.
Yeah.
So the only problem I have with this white controller is really the main thing is just because it's white.
Cheetos. Yeah, that's what I hate about 360.
If you remember having a 360, you definitely remember it getting dirt really easily. It definitely showed on these things really badly. And this thing has crevices. So writing here, there's definitely like gonna be dirt build up and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I personally love this controller. I'm afraid of the new controller. I think it'll be kind of too bulky for me. I hope I'm wrong. But I think it's my favorite controller of all time. Next to like GameCube's Genesis controller.
So I like the triggers on that better than I like on the DualShock because the DualShock 5, is that what they're calling, or they're calling it DualSense?
It's DualSense. The DualShock is no more. It's the DualSense now.
DualSense, okay.
Yeah.
So the DualSense has these thick triggers, and I'm guessing that's so they probably have like a mechanism in there that like it probably has like resistance to it. So that's to show the weight and stuff. I don't really like that. I don't like the thickness of the trigger. I would more prefer like the triggers on that controller. If you could show that one more time.
Yeah.
If you could show the triggers, because those actually have like actual triggers. Those actually, if you control the side of them. They actually have a thin end to them, and they feel like an actual gun trigger, which I much prefer over than like a thick. And I guess in a sense, I would compare it to a Mad Cat controller because it'd be that thick.
Yeah.
But overall, I don't hate the controller. I think it actually looks pretty cool because I like the feel of a Xbox controller. My favorite controller ever has probably been the Xbox Elite controller, which is like it's really heavy. It had like a nice texture to the back of it and stuff, and had like all these like designs, or not, I won't say designs, but it had like a nice feel to it.
I'm glad you brought it up because
and this looks very similar to it. It's a good combined controller.
Yeah.
It's a DualShock 4 and an Xbox One controller combined, and I think Sony really took the best of both worlds and combined it and made it this controller.
I'm glad you brought up Xbox Elite controller because remember that little add-on thing they added for the DualShock 4? I don't know what it's called, but it's basically like the extra buttons on the back. I was are you talking about the paddles? Yeah, whatever it was called or something. I was expecting that to be for DualShock 5 too, but they didn't speak on that.
Yeah, that's so
real awkward drop.
Yeah, because that's what everyone speculated, and apparently we're wrong about that.
Unless it's still optional, I don't know.
Which there could be multiple controller price points.
I hate that.
I guarantee the what's it called? Xbox One X. Or what is the new Xbox called?
Xbox Series X. Stupid
Xbox
name.
Series X.
Yeah.
They're definitely, so with that name and everything, they're definitely going to be releasing multiple price point Xboxes. So there's going to be stronger Xboxes and there's going to be lower tier Xboxes. Because Series 1, Series 2, or Series Scarlet or whatever, it makes it seem like there's going to be 4 or 5 different versions you can buy. Yeah. Just like they kind of already implicated that now with the new Xboxes. The one Xbox, there's not a disc drive at all, but they made it cheaper, so it's a Xbox One X, just with diskless drive.
Yeah.
But if you want a diskless drive,
gives you the option.
You can pay the higher price point for that.
They kind of tested the waters with that with the Xbox One. Remember that Xbox One that came out without a disc? I think people forgot about it, but it came out about probably like 3 years ago. Just Xbox One, without a disc drive.
That's what I was talking about. They released a Xbox just at a cheaper price point.
Mm-hmm. And people got mad, but it's optional though. Some people want to go all digital, which
you don't have to buy it.
You don't have to buy it. At least they give you options to choose. Can't criticize them for that.
And if you're like me, that would be fine because I don't buy disc. I just, unless you wanted to play a movie or something, if you wanted to use as a home media, and maybe that's where people are getting mad at.
But the option is still there.
Because I know a lot of people use Xbox as a multimedia platform, so maybe they wanted a Blu-ray player or 4K player out of it. But if you just were strictly playing digital games, that would be great because I think it was only released at, I want to see $200. I'm not for sure on that.
I mean, the original Xbox One is still there. They give you
Yeah,
options.
I mean, you can still buy that too. I mean,
it's not like they're complaining just to be sick of complaining.
I mean that's gamers in general.
Gamers in general.
I do want to show you the this meme I found.
Oh my
So,
god.
because like when I first saw the controller, that looks like an Xbox and a PlayStation, and then I saw this, and I was like, oh my god, this is like perfect. So it definitely looks like they're exact same because you can see. So obviously the joysticks are definitely down here.
Thank God.
Like
Don't change that. Yeah.
But like the shape of the controller is, I mean, pretty much the same.
It's a blend of both. Like I can see both. When you look at those images, like the elephant and the penguin picture, like look at them. Like you can see the difference. Yeah.
I mean, the handles are definitely different, and honestly, I like the Xbox handles better at like the PlayStation handles. I think this contours to my hand better, and I think Sony has noticed this obviously, and then they've made this change. I don't know about the bumpers though. I think the bumpers could have been, I don't know, skinnier.
It's interesting because most of the Xbox player base came to PlayStation this generation. They might kind of saw that little audience there.
Probably did. I mean, like the 360 audience was like huge.
Yeah.
It was like a juggernaut. I mean, everyone played 360, and then it seemed like everyone went from PlayStation 2 to a 360, and then from 360 to PS4.
Real people went.
That seemed like the majority.
But yeah, you're right. That's how it seemed to. I don't know why that transition happened that way. I don't know no explanation for that, but it happened. I guess because
I think it's because the Xbox One was such a disaster when it launched that people, because I mean it was $100 cheaper than the Xbox One.
Yeah. Wow, we spent 20 minutes on the controller.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good. We're getting better at this thing.
Yeah. So Jordan, I've been really excited to talk about this one. Final Fantasy VII Remake. What's your impressions on it so far?
All right. Well, I have a whole paragraph I want to talk about.
Paragraph.
So I was 8 hours in. I think I'm like 11 hours in now since the other day. So far, pretty good. I mean, I feel like an anime boy playing it.
Yeah.
My only other like entry into like Final Fantasy was 14.
You keep saying 14. It's 15.
Is it 15?
Yeah.
I was saying it's 14.
14 is the online game.
15. Okay. So 15, yeah. In my head I was like, yeah, I'm going to say 14 because I don't think 15 came out. But yeah, okay. So the one with
Noctis.
What was his name?
Noctis.
Yeah. Noctis, Gladios.
Noctis, Gladios, Prompto, and Ignis. There we go.
Ignis, yep.
Yeah.
God bless you, Ignis. I was thinking about that the other day.
That's one of the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Spoiler if you haven't beat that game.
Man, who cares? It's been what, 4 years. Yeah.
He like when he went blind. It was like heartbreaking.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But he still continued to serve him.
Just to be clear, don't spoil anything if you can.
I'll try to be as vague as possible with the remake. So Final Fantasy VII Remake does a blend of old school turn-based and then new school like 15 where it's hack and slash. And I think it's really fantastic. Like I've been having a ball with it. I love it's almost like fast-paced and like slow-paced, but it's like fast-paced action, which just gets my adrenaline pumping, and then it's like slow-paced strategy. And I think the blend works really well. Like I can like I'm like flipping back and forth between characters, and like I'm doing damage, I'm dodging, and then like I switch over, and then I gotta heal all my teammates and all that. And that's I've been having a blast. I love that mechanic. because this is like the first I've ever seen like a game do this, and I think they executed it really well, but it seemed like very dicey. Like that was a really big gamble for them to do that.
Yeah, because Final Fantasy VII, that's turn-based fans right there.
And I should have mentioned that I've never played. The only one I've ever played was 15, but Tay has played the original one.
Good.
So what is your opinion on from original player to this new remake? What is your consensus on this?
I haven't beat the game yet, but so far, my honest opinion, this is one of the favorite games I ever played ever. This is one of the best games I ever played. Yeah, I'm not even exaggerating. This is one of the best games I ever played. Dude, like I tweeted out, like Final Fantasy VII Remake is like the original game is still there in its core, but since technology improved, it just made that world better, improved from animations, characters, oh my god, the interactions in this games are fantastic, dude. Like, who was it, Wedge and Jesse? Like, they're awesome in this game. Because in the original game, they kind of just exist. They didn't really have that much character. And like,
that's what I want to hear a lot from you is, how does this compare to the original? Like, how different is it?
Obviously the gameplay is different, but since not a criticism, no, but considering this game got spliced into 3 parts, so they had to make this world bigger than it was in the original game. So there's some segments in this game that's kind of not in the original game. And those new segments so far are awesome, dude. Like, what's that guy with the motorcycle name? I forgot his name. Dude, like, let me tell you something, dude. Like, if a game makes me, like, cheer you on while I'm playing, like, I'm like, let's go. I legit did that. Not on that boss fight against that motorcycle.
Are you talking about the highway one?
No, not that one. The second one. We fight him again. But a spoiler for you.
So I just got through the church.
Oh yeah, okay, you did this already.
And I was like crossing the rooftops. That's where I'm at in the game.
You're really close to me then. It's before that. And dude, like, when I've summoned for the first time, are you kidding me? Dude,
so summoning is my favorite. I mean, I'm only 2 games, but summoning is the coolest thing in like video games I've ever done. So like in 15, it scared me because it's almost like it's random.
It's like
because you have to hit like certain conditions for it to happen. But it's so 15. There was like a huge scale for it. They actually felt like a god coming down and like crashing into your game.
That's true.
But there was conditions to it,
which I didn't like.
You had to just hit random conditions to do it.
Yeah.
But in this one, once you hit into a boss battle, there's a bar filling up. So you can't just do it randomly anytime you want.
It's doing like boss battles.
So it's kind of like, I wouldn't say linear, but I mean there are certain conditions where only like this boss can be at. So I guess they probably made the level and then they're like, okay, we can probably fit these characters and these summons into this arena or whatever. But just graphics alone and effects. What is the flame god?
Ifrit.
Yeah. Dude, that is so almost like beautiful. Just the flames, especially when he leaves.
Yeah, you notice. I was about to say that he doesn't attack when he leaves or something like.
And it does like a ton of damage. It looks so like I'm sitting right into an anime.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, dude, this. Oh my god, like I was excited for this game, but I wasn't expecting to be this good. This game is awesome. Man. Like, oh my god,
they've definitely like taken notes. I mean, from like upscale versions from like 15 and stuff like that, and probably like 14 too, I think.
That's what I love about it. Like it's still Final Fantasy VII, but it just in 2020 is better now. Not saying the original game was bad or anything, because the original game is still cool, but it's just like we have better tech and they can expand on that. The world.
Definitely, it's like it's definitely a 2020 game, but I don't think it. From what I can tell from like the original game, I don't think it tramples and tarnishes that legacy. I think
it doesn't.
It just heightens it.
Yeah,
and it's like it's not like even like a fresh coat of paint. They've rebuilt the entire house, then painted it.
Yeah.
But in the same spirit of the original game.
Perfect explanation of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't tarnish the original game by any means. No. It just like, it feels like, and I think it targets to someone like, I'm a turn-based guy, but I think it targets to someone like you, because before you didn't like turn-based, but like.
Yeah. So a little bit of context. I used to hate turn-based, and I was really against it. And then I went through a phase like where I've only played turn-based for so long.
Mm-hmm. But it's
and now I love both genres, and that's why I think I love that new mechanics so much, is because like it's just amazing. Like I love doing the back and forth, which I was kind of iffy about originally, and I was like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna really work out for me. Because it just seems like that's gonna be a chore to switch back and forth.
No,
but now, like once you kind of get into
the grasp of it,
like you get in the the motions of it, the flow of the combat, it just snaps. It's just like you're just snapping. Like I just I know what to do. Like I do damage here, and then flip over, heal, pull out more damage, and especially when you build up those your ATB meter, you do that for that character, you switch over to another character, you fill that bar up, you hit them.
It's a strategy sense into the game.
It's a strategy like hack and slash, which it's insane to concept, like to grasp that right now.
It's like an action JRPG, that's what you call it. And like it like speaking of, say, core Final Fantasy, like the combat of Final Fantasy VII is still in that too, in some form. Like the ATB system, the limit system, which I prefer the limit system in the original game compared to this one.
What is the difference
between the original game is a time limit, and this builds up over time, and this one it depends on your health. So if you're like dying a little bit,
I think it depends. I know I did see it yesterday, and it said something about like damage, how much damage you take from a.
I don't like it that way.
That can build it up, and then is it just like I thought it was, but I also thought like maybe just over time it would build up.
It's probably a blend of both, but it does because me and Devin were discussing this. Shout out to Devin if he's listening to this. But he said because I didn't understand it the first time too, unless I skipped by it so fast. Like I was like wondering how did I use the limit in this game because I've rarely used it. And like it only appears when you're damaged or like slightly damaged to a certain degree, and it just builds up over time. In the original, it just slowly builds up, which I prefer in the original. That's just my opinion. But it is not bad.
I would prefer probably just like a time thing.
Yeah,
I did notice that like each encounter, if you don't use it during that encounter, once you finish that encounter,
it resets.
It resets. Everything resets.
See, in the original game, it's still there.
Yeah, and that's what I imagined that it should have been. But I mean, I guess if you're having trouble with one enemy or something, it's taking too long. You would have like the limit to get you through it or something.
And the combat in this game is, oh my god! Like I said, like I know I haven't played a game in like a very long time, but Final Fantasy 15. Imagine Noctis with his base sword. He still felt kind of heavy. You know what I mean? Because but Cloud, he feels light. He feels like I'm playing, not a good example, but like I'm playing like Ninja Gaiden or something. Like it's a legit hack and slash.
Yeah, it's snappy. He'll snap right to an enemy.
Yeah.
And then once you're done with that enemy, he'll snap right onto the next one, immediately.
Cause I was afraid they're gonna feel weighted, but I'm glad they didn't. And like Tifa, she's actually my favorite character to play as. She feels amazing, like tight controls. She feels like if they make a game of combat, just someone fighting with the fist, I would play that in a heartbeat, dude.
I love when there's like a flying enemy.
Yeah.
And then, cause like your first thought is like, oh, I'm gonna have to switch to Barret or someone, a ranged character.
I love Barret.
No, like they will literally just jump mid-air and then start beating them, and I'm like, oh, this. I feel like I'm just like I'm like right into an anime. It feels amazing.
Yeah. So I'm just talking about the positive. My criticism of the game, this game, at times is not good looking. The textures in this, textures are really awful in this game.
I know one of the biggest texture issues I have is probably Cloud's hair. His hair always looks like shit to me.
I think
there's like this fuzzy fuzzy filter. I guess it's like the hair particle,
Grainy.
whatever. Or yeah, it looks super grained out.
Mm.
Looks so weird. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the textures. I haven't really noticed anything
Dude, I see them all the
too
time.
clear other than his hair, and well, not just his hair, but Tifa's hair as well. What other textures have you noticed?
It's more not the characters themselves, but the environments themselves.
The environment. So
environments
like,
are terrible. Yeah, like it's noticeable to me. Like the doors and rocks and it's not like destroying my overall experience. No, it just like it's to me personally, it's very noticeable. It's kind of embarrassing for a budget game to see these low textures. I'm surprised no one really, cause I didn't really look at the reviews for this game, but I'm not sure if people like criticize that. But like you see like a door and like this look like like in Maya, you like stretch out a texture and it makes that little blur effect to it.
Yeah,
it looks like that. They're like it's really badly textured.
I did notice that like people are complaining about the door or something.
Yeah, it's
I've
like
seen like the
not just the door. There's like literally some stuff in the environment in general, but the characters are fine. But I noticed character issues to the point where we both in the game after you meet Aerith. Mm-hmm. There's this woman you meet on a quest, and like a black woman, face is all like the texture on her face is.
Is it a side quest?
Yeah, it's a side quest. I think I can't remember. You
meet her by I think guards. I know what you're talking about.
Her face is awful. Like,
have you noticed like the voice acting for the side quest characters?
What about them?
It's god awful. It's like the worst it's literally the worst I've ever seen for like. And I guess the lip syncing, they just didn't put too much time into it. I mean, for the main characters, it's all fine. Like main cutscenes, everything looks pretty good.
The main
overall.
Characters are fine.
But like the side quest character, like lip animations, it's awful. Like the voice acting's awful, and then like they don't even sync up at all. Eesh. I hate doing the side quests too.
They're not exciting.
It's so boring. Yeah,
they are boring.
It's literally just a like that JRPG trope of like go here, kill this, come back.
Not exciting at all. I agree with you.
But they're awful. Like they're they're really boring.
They're not
like,
bad.
I hate doing side quests.
No, they're not. I think this is great. They're not awful. They're just like exciting at all. They're not engaging at all. And like,
I guess that's why. Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I mean, I did them all just to like get money out of and stuff. But like, oh my god, they're not enjoyable.
Yeah, they're not that. I agree. They're not.
And I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not finished with the game or anything. But just that first part of the game where you do get to the point where you can do side quests, they're just there's like about 5 and all of them suck.
Yeah. Like they're okay. Aerith though, I'm not used to her, but I'm not a fan of her combat. I get it, her combat wise, but I'm not a fan of how she fights.
Just kind of got to the part where I can start using her, and I haven't played as her yet.
So far, at least, I'm not a fan of her.
She uses like a staff or what is the power pole?
Yeah, like she shoots magic beams at some mess, and she's more like kind of a support type of class compared to Tifa and
like
Cloud.
Magic or something. Because I've been using Tifa for like as a magic class, and then I've been using Barret as a healer class.
I've been using Tifa for like analyzing close-up range, Cloud for main combat, Barret for shoot from. But everyone else was fine. Well, good. Aerith, I'm not a fan of, to be honest with you. I guess it just needs to grow on me. But like, just oh my god, like the characters' animations and how they interact with each other, is so good. Like I haven't had this like engaging with a character since like Spider-Man PS4, Uncharted 2. The game's legit maybe like be like hyped to play this game to see these characters again, and to see like, because I know it's funny because people think Cloud is this emo kid. No, like
he's super emo, dude.
No, but he's like he has.
I was sitting there playing it, and Adrian just kept asking me like, "Why is he so moody?"
No, but he has emotion though, which I love about him. Like Cloud in this game is awesome. Jessie in this game, dude, she's
so yeah. Let's talk about Jessie for a minute, because look, I've never played the original game, but like this bitch is thirsty.
Like, hey, let me tell you something.
let me tell you something real quick.
No,
let me whisper in your ear.
Jesse, I love her character in this. Like all of I'm not repeating myself, but everyone in here is portrayed so good. Like characters like Jesse, Wedge, and Biggs really didn't have no character in the original
Yeah,
game.
they all seem pretty well acted.
They didn't have no character in the original game, really. They just kind of exist, and I won't spoil what happens and all that stuff.
How do you feel about Barrett?
I love Barrett. He's over the top.
Yeah, I love Barrett too, but like I've like listened to a couple people, and they're like saying he's a little iffy, a little racy.
What do you mean?
I
racing?
guess.
How's he racing?
I don't know. I guess he's just like because he's over the top, and I'm like, are they just kind of reaching? And I'm like, maybe because I hadn't played the game yet, but when I start playing, no, I think this is his character, and I think these people are just reaching to make stir up something.
Even though the original game didn't have that voice acting kind of, it had dialogue, and he kind of acted the same way here.
Yeah,
I know that the game, there's a lot of swearing in this game. Once I forgot what happened in the original. Because I remember in the original game, they used to do like exclamation mark and all that when they cuss. And here they actually say they cuss. And like to see like Cloud cuss and everyone else's cuss is like, yes. Like this game, man, like, oh my God. This part, like, it's one of the best games I ever played. And I really mean that. Like, I might go to a second playthrough when I'm done.
How do you, have you had any issues with like the camera angles when you're in combat?
At some moments, yeah. Actually, 2 nights ago, it was when I was fighting those droids. It hasn't been too noticeable, but I got the criticism. I saw the criticism people talking about. It happens probably like twice. But it was happening noticeable the other night.
I wouldn't say I get it frequently, but I get it pretty often where it's kind of like bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of times like the camera angle will be it'll be to the point where it's like if someone's behind me and I start like I'll like be fighting someone in front of me and then I'll have to snap back to someone behind me and fight. It doesn't switch over and I'm still looking at something. Yeah. Or it's adjusted in this angle right here and then I'm moving off to this side and I'm kind of like I'm getting like towards the top of their shoulder or something. Just where I can't really see very well.
Yeah.
And I think some of the characters move around too quickly for the camera to keep up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the camera just moves too slow and it doesn't adjust to where they're moving. Yeah. And I guess maybe it would probably make you sick or something if it was moving that quickly. But I mean, yeah, I do get kind of like that's like probably the biggest hang up I have with the game is the camera issues during the combat.
Mine's actually, I never criticize graphics, but the graphics, the textures.
The texture issues.
It makes me wonder, like, Square has this. I don't really know the history of them. Recent, how they're kind of slow with developing games. You think this game probably needs like an extra month or two?
If they were gonna work on like the cameras and stuff, yeah, maybe. But I think it's pretty. It was originally going to be developed by Connect 2, which is the developer of the Naruto games.
Oh, yeah,
and
you're right. I forgot about that. It's unreal.
But they were, some reason they were taking up too much time or something like that with developing the game. And I guess they wasn't hitting dates. They wasn't hitting their window for the workflow.
This window, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it wasn't hitting like where they needed to be, and it was probably like getting delayed a lot. I mean, this game got announced back in 2015, right?
Mm-hmm. And
so 2015.
Not pan that right quick. Apparently, when the game got announced in 2015, one of the directors didn't know he was working on it until like later. It's more like,
really?
Wait, what? Yeah, it was like that. But yeah, you can.
They probably only had that trailer set up and they had nothing else for the game.
Yeah, gameplay probably didn't even start yet. That's probably the CG real.
They probably had like the character models. They probably had just those like CG like characters ready to make that trailer, and that was probably it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't start that game yet. But like,
so after Connect 2, like, Square Enix like said that they're just gonna do it in house. So after So Connect 2 made the first, I guess, part of the game, and then it was finished all in-house through Square Enix.
Yeah. Yeah, like, despite my criticism, no, it doesn't affect my overall experience. There's still, like, no game is perfect, being honest. But, like, the stuff we criticize, especially, like, the textures, that's kind of, like, it's laughable to me.
Yeah.
But the most important there is gameplay, and the gameplay is fine. Story's awesome. Characters is phenomenal. Same with the camera issue. I had like 2 slight hiccups here and there, but it's like it's really rare it happens. My main issue is the textures. But overall, like my impression so far, it still stands. Like this is one of the like it's like I know it's weird because Final Fantasy VII is one of those games where people it's one of the most played games. Like one of the you gotta must play it. And
It's like one of the most definitely renowned games ever. I've always heard about Final Fantasy VII.
And for me personally, I love the original game, but like I wasn't for this game. I was excited for it, but I wasn't like, "Don't mess this up, don't mess this up." I wasn't like that for this game. I just like waiting for it release, and okay, I guess that made my expectations lower, but I wasn't intentionally doing that.
You wasn't trying to like overhype, saying this is gonna be the best game ever made.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, it just wasn't. I didn't have that mindset for this game. I just wanted to play it, and when I played it, I'm kind of shocked. It's this good. Yeah, like I am. Not because I was doubting the game or anything. I'm just like just shocked. I wasn't expecting to be this good. But yeah, that's my impressions of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Can't wait to finish it. I've been kind of slacking out on the game.
Apparently the game's like 40 hours.
30 hours.
And
30 hours.
It's 30 hours. Okay. So
14 hours.
So 14 hours in, I'm 11 hours in. So we're really at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you're literally right behind me here. Yeah, you're really close to me. Yeah.
Before we move on kind of to our next topic, I do want to touch on how much I love the boss battles in this game.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so.
If you want to play it right now, like
what really put me over the top for this game, what really got me like deep sunk into this game was when this is like what's called a mild spoiler for like this level, but there's a part where you're riding on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And you're dragging the Buster Sword.
Yeah.
Like on the side. So and you're escorting Jessie to her house. And you're fighting like cops and stuff. Dude, I was over the top with that level. I love that level so much because I felt like if you ever seen Akira, there was like and there's a scene in Akira
that's a good,
where like they're like driving their motorcycles and they're having like a motorcycle gang fight.
The bats and stuff.
And I felt immediately like that, and I was having such a ball with that level. It just I sunk right in, and then after that level, there's probably like the church level, which I love that. I finished that the other day.
Oh, the cutscene in that game is beautiful. He slides
beside
you.
God.
I screenshot that. I actually put it on Twitter. Actually.
Yeah.
Dude,
amazing.
Yeah.
And then probably like doing the summons through boss level and stuff like that. But so far, like all the boss level fights are really fun. I kind of hated the Buster or the Air Buster fight.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I would say like it was like
it was easy for me.
Bad. You think it was easy?
Super easy. Yeah, I did it one try.
I did it in 2 tries, but I was like this. I hated how like it dragged on for really long because there was like there'd be certain parts of like where I couldn't do damage. It would stop the damage meter. Like his health bar would stop. Because you had to fight him piece by piece and stuff.
It's a side note, but I find the game rather easy in my personal. I'm playing on normal. What about you?
So I was like, yeah, I'm playing on like there's not a hard difficulty than normal, right?
I'm not sure. I think it was like easy normal. I don't know, but normal.
I think it went to like story, easy, and then normal, and I just played on normal, and it was fine. Like I was like I wouldn't really die per se, but I was taking like a lot of damage. And I was going through a lot of, and then I realized like this really small trick that made just the biggest difference.
Countering.
So if you go into Punisher mode, and if you block while you're in Punisher, it will do an automatic counter and it will fill up their stagger bar really high. And like as soon as I did that, the game got like 100 times easier.
Yeah, it clicked with you. Yeah, I think I noticed.
So I started doing that around like 10 hours, and
Yeah.
it made just the hugest difference. The game vastly got easier to do, and it also got way funner when I started doing it like that.
Yeah, but it's the solo Final Fantasy VII, the combat too, is still in there, but that new action or JRPG is there too, and it blends so well.
I think you would go back and play the game through because they have a classic mode. You think you would go back and play it in classic mode?
No, because I did the same thing with Final Fantasy 15 because they gave you options something similar to no, because it's not what that game meant to be.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, even though I like.
Do you like the new mix?
Yeah, I love the new mix.
Yeah, I think they should really do this like going forward.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. But no, when it comes to certain games like that, when they make a remake and play it a certain way, I always play the game as intended. But I mean, it's nice to give you an option. I didn't know it had that mode. But yeah, I play it normal. And I play Final Fantasy VII original. It doesn't give you an option. But that's what that game is for. This is for the action JRPG experience.
What's the time at right now?
46 minutes. 7 minutes.
Okay, great. Well, let's take a small break and then we'll be right back. And we're back.
All right. Next on the plate. I'm starving.
The brim. The brim's on the plate.
The brim. What is it again?
It's the brim with no Yankee.
New York. No brim.
He got the Yankee with no brim.
Dude, how did he do that? He cut it off?
Yeah,
like
he just he got the bow off.
Why'd you do that?
Oh my god, it's Yankee with
You gotta say it right. Emphasis.
some brim.
Oh man.
Oh, dude. Okay, so the next topic is the documentary Tiger King. And it's apparently, from what I could tell, it's the biggest documentary ever.
Why did it spread like wildfire like that? Is there a reason?
Because it's batshit crazy, dude.
Now, I know that, but is it because of the quarantine thing going on? Or like people are like, oh my god, you gotta watch this. So
I'm sure the quarantine thing definitely heightened. I guess it like heightened just the experience of like, because no one else is doing anything at home right now. So of course they're just gonna go through Netflix, and then, I mean, I wasn't in quarantine when I watched it, but this, I mean, it's just so. After like the first episode, you're just going down like a straight line, and it's like, oh okay, and then it goes like and then when they said like when they got to the part where Carol Baskins, the dude, said that like, yeah, her husband's dead. Everyone knows she murdered him.
And I'm like, what?
It went like, what?
Yeah, like, dude, this, if you haven't watched it, it's actually, I don't really watch a lot of documentaries actually, but this was really good, entertaining. Like, it's filled with psychopaths. And like I was telling Jordan, like, not sure what episode 3 or 4 when you introduced to Doc Cattle, what that guy name is.
Oh, Doc, yeah. Doc Antle.
When
I think that's his name.
When I discovered him and Carol Baskin, Big Cat Rescue is called. Big Cat Rescue sounds familiar. That guy sounds very familiar. So I checked my phone and I found out I'm following these guys, both of them. And
How many years were you like following him?
I don't know. That's the thing. This is before all this. I know this way before this though. I know that for a fact. It just like the fact that like, because I follow a lot of animal nature stuff. I just like looking at it. The big cats. I always watch those too in nature. It's just weird seeing people behind a camera, and especially these guys. These are people just have animals. Why are you acting like that? Like, it's really weird, especially the what's it? What's his name? Start with the B. Guy I follow, Bakafog. I don't know.
What is it?
I'm messing his name up.
Which guy?
The guy that has like all the wives.
Doc Annell.
Doc Annell, yeah. What's his real name?
Yeah.
Doctor.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't think he's an actual doctor, though.
No, he's not. Everyone has a big ego in this documentary. That's the problem.
I have a theory, dude. Like, there's something about like these big cats attracting these like cult leaders. They're all like they're all like cult leaders.
That's the sad thing about it. Like, especially what's his name, Jeff.
Jeff Lowe.
The way these people are using these animals to just mind their own business to get like women, money.
So you watched the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I watched the entire thing. And
you saw Jeff Lowe punch that tiger, right?
No.
Yeah, dude, there's like when they said like Jeff had like another side to him and stuff. They show him this tiger, like his tiger started with like biting his arm, and he started punching that motherfucker.
Come on, when the girl was in the cage.
Cut the head. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're talking about. Like,
yeah.
I don't like how they're using these animals to get what they want, and for some reason, people are just attracted to it. Like, I guess people, we've never seen a tiger in person, so they want to touch it, but they're using that as a
the cub petting.
Yeah, to get to things they want. They're very controlling people. All of them are. And
there's a certain personality that it seems like it comes to like
power and ego.
owning these like exotic zoos.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because like, Joe's Lotta's issue of Carol Baskin, like, you're doing the same thing.
And she was absolutely doing the same thing. And it made her like just a huge hypocrite.
You're a hypocrite, Carol Baskin. No, I didn't.
The bitch lives another day, huh?
I'm gonna shoot her when I see her. No, like, I didn't understand her argument. Like, she's protecting the big cats, but you're still having them in cages. What's it? This is the genie that appears when you rub a 2-liter bottle on a Mountain Dew. Why are you standing like that?
Dude, just his like personality alone is like so.
I think he's hilarious.
You just gravitate towards him, dude. He just has like this
a lot of energy.
Yeah, just like this personality and this is why I say like they're cult leaders, because like you want to like him so much, right? Like you just want to like this.
Yeah.
But I mean, like deep down, he's like kind of like a piece of shit, right? Like he killed tigers, like he did all this stuff, but somehow like I still like this dude, even though that I know he's awful. And did you watch the second episode? Yeah. Or not I wouldn't say the second episode, but the episode they just released the other day.
Oh, they released it. They did that.
So they released this. It's his interview.
I seen an article about that. Yeah.
What they're up to now. Have you watched it?
Mm-mm.
So all these people, they interviewed people from the park. They interviewed the girl that got her arm ripped off. Or I shouldn't say girl. The guy.
What do you mean?
They prefer to be called guy.
Oh.
They dressed them as girl in the documentary, and they didn't want to be addressed as a woman. They wanted to be dressed as a man.
Transgender?
I guess, yeah.
Forget what we just said about that. Go on.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah, I just wanted to be. I just wanted to clarify because I didn't want to know.
We're not trying to offend anyone here. Promise.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to offend. Yeah. I just want to be proper about it. You can be called whatever you want to be called. I'll call it what you want to be called. Anyway, ripped off their arm. The guy with the really long blonde hair.
The chill dude.
Yeah. They interviewed him. They interviewed Jeff Lowe. They interviewed his first husband.
Is this real time? Like, is it current? Like,
Yeah, this is what they're like up to like right now.
okay.
And it pretty much like they kept asking like, I mean, do you still like Joe? And essentially that was what they were asking. Do you still like Joe? And they're like, no, he's a piece of shit. They really did not like Joe Exotic. He said like from a boss standpoint, he was really bad, and like he would yell at people all the time, and he'd always be in a fight with someone,
Really?
stuff like that.
It's funny.
But they said like the first day, like the first week Jeff Lowe was there, that he got in a fight with somebody, fighting on the parking lot.
It's funny because I think what how many episodes was it? Like 5 or 6?
I think it went like 6 or
Around
something.
maybe before he went to prison or whatever. Remember when his husband died and he was like destroyed after that?
Yeah.
I don't agree with them saying he's using this for him. Oh, you gotta feel bad for me now. I think he really was depressed. And I remember, I don't know who made a comment during that episode when after they saw him. Remember he cooked the Thanksgiving dinner? He
Yeah.
was outside trying to cool off or whatever. Someone made a comment about him on the documentary about how he's trying to make you feel bad for him. And I'm not defending Joe here, but I generally agree that's his husband. He actually loved that guy.
Yeah. In the interview, they said that. So the interviews are really interesting because you get to know a little bit more on the backstory of these things. So that dinner thing was apparently he's been doing that every year. He does that every single year, and they said that like they watched like him give his jacket to someone that like needed it. He would give the shirt off his back to someone. And they said he did that every single year. He didn't just do that because Travis died and stuff.
So they clarified then.
Yeah, and then they also said that I've lost my train of thought.
Well, so like, why are you thinking of that? Why they got me that sly comment then? If he knew the purpose, he knew he was sad.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. So the way the documentary had it set up was, did you think Travis like killed himself on purpose? In the documentary, they kind of like dressed it up as like he was like depressed and he was unhappy and stuff like that.
I can't question it.
Well, I mean, like to me, that's what it seemed like they were doing. Like he did it on purpose. In the documentary or in the interviews that came after the documentary, the guy, you remember the guy, his campaign manager, the one that watched him kill himself, he started getting into depth of like what he was talking about or to like what that situation was, and he said that like that was an accident. Like he didn't think the gun was because what he was doing was explaining that Ruger, it's a gun that doesn't fire without a clip. And he said that he put the gun to his head, right, and fired it. And he said there was a bullet, and they're assuming that there was a bullet in the chamber. And he said that like he looked confused. He said that like he looked at in his eyes and he just saw fear because he realized that he's like, oh no, what did I do? And that makes me think like, oh, they orchestrated like in the documentary to make it look like he killed himself because he was happy with Joe and was like met that. But I think he killed himself by just pure accident.
I don't think so. Because, well, I don't change that. I don't know. I really don't know. But that's depression. Everyone deals with depression differently. I'm not gonna question that. But the guy that witnessed that, didn't he just say like the guy that killed himself, he plays a lot? He's a jokester.
Yeah, he would always like mess around with guns and stuff.
So like, but he then came to the conclusion, yeah, he did kill himself. He saw him dead. Why would the guy who killed himself, I keep forgetting his name.
Travis.
Wouldn't he already know? Isn't he the gun expert? Does he always mess with guns?
He said he'd play with them all the time and would aim them at stuff, like aim them at people and stuff. And he was saying like he was with a gun. And then I think this was totally just an accident. And they dressed it up as like,
Target Joe, some form.
I think they just did it for the documentary to make it look like
that's messed up.
Just to add like another layer of drama. Because that was the impression I was under when I watched the documentary first. Was this dude like killed himself because he wanted to leave? He like because they were talking about like how like Joe never let him like off the property and stuff, and never let him get a real never listened to him. And then they show that clip of him punching the trailer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
we don't know. No matter who.
I mean, yeah.
We're not inside that.
But like
mind.
After that interview came out, when they were just straight up, it wasn't the documentary guys talking to him. It was just him getting interviewed. The campaign manager. He was just like, yeah, he looked like there was like fear and, oh no, what did I do in my eyes and stuff?
What did I do, Lord?
What do I do, Lord?
Corrupt
the masses.
Sorry, no, but no, like, we're not in that guy's mind. We don't know what he felt like. That's why I'm not bothering questioning it. Who knows? And the guy who witnessed it, dude, I have no idea. He saw it. What you get from that? Who knows?
All I can think about is like that dude's face when he's like,
he just stood there
and he's just standing there.
Because he couldn't comprehend it. He said it wasn't like the movies. It's like he saw something that someone killed himself in front of him. He couldn't register really. But speaking of death, sorry, Carol Baskin and her husband.
Carol Baskins.
What do you feel about that, Jordan? Did she kill her husband?
She definitely killed her husband. That's the crazy thing is no one doubts in their mind that she killed her husband.
No,
even OJ Simpson on his Twitter was like, "Oh, I think she definitely killed her."
Oh God, he's an expert too. That's allowed. No, hey Twitter world, dude, my pressure's on point right now, aren't it? Yeah. They're on point right now. It's sure as truly. No,
that's what I'm talking about.
I need talking about.
Did you see that tweet where he's like, "If they don't let me on, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm
gonna go crazy." Like, and people are like,
No, no. I was listening to a video on YouTube about Carol Baskin before we started this. About 3 hours ago. Apparently this what's the word for it? A guy that understands the body language. He I'm gonna call it dissect her, how she acts in interviews, documentary.
Yeah.
And I noticed it from right off the bat too, but she gives off obvious hints. How she
sardine thing?
Huh?
The sardine thing.
That and how she act, and apparently the body language expert noticed how she bites her lips before she ever someone mention her husband. So it's like
I never noticed that.
Yeah, and he stated like how when people think or process something, they look down. He doesn't do that. Yeah, like come on.
Almost like she really rehearsed it in her head.
Like, listen to this. If a man warns you, like, hey, if I'm gone or something, she may have killed me.
Yeah. That note he left to her secretary.
We think that's a joke? Did they like?
I think it's crazy that like they come out through this documentary and like they reopened that case now because apparently they've gotten a bunch of new tits on her and stuff.
And she trying to act like this innocent. Oh, I'm not a bad person at all. I mean, like, there's something clearly she knows, but we don't know. And like, people keep saying like she has like I'm silent a bit, but like, remember when he died? Apparently, when he died, she was like getting milk or something. at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
Yeah, she was out doing something at like 3 a.m.
Then she blanked out.
Right, and then her her brother, which is a cop,
yeah,
picked her up.
Like,
come on.
No, it's not like
come on.
When people can go crazy, they can blank out and snack back to normal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She probably like killed him and she didn't realize it. No,
what do you think? What do you think? She fed him to the tigers, or you think she buried him?
That's a really good way to hide a body. But my question was like, couldn't it just like look into the tigers' digestive system, the poop or something? Find, I guess, DNA of that.
What I think is like that was like the obvious way to do it. They also live in Florida. Mm-hmm. What's in Florida? Alligators. Dinosaurs.
Yeah, you're not gonna find
dinosaurs that live in swamps. Mm-hmm. That eat anything, and you cannot find any bones after they eat it.
Because they eat bones. Who knows? But something's clearly there with her. She's really awkward. She's like, when I saw her, like, she gives me like a weird vibe. Like, she's sane in a way, like people that act like there's just like this form of niceness she has, but it's not genuine. It seems psychotic.
Yeah, it seems like almost like she's doing like a skit or a role to play or something like that.
You know her Harley Quinn acts? She reminds me of that. Like that happiness, but she's clearly psychotic. You get what I'm saying? Like I see that from her.
You would have to be like almost as psychotic to be like married to her, which her husband
said.
Simp King
said. Yeah.
Simp. This dude looked like Franklin.
He always holds his mouth like this. He did it again. Yeah, you did. He got it perfect. yeah.
I hate that dude so much. Oh my god, he gets on my nerves.
He does too. And
you saw him sing, right?
Yeah, it's awful.
I wanted to throw like my remote through my TV. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like the wedding photos was bad enough, where she had him like on a leash and everything.
Wait, that was a wedding?
Him like I don't know why it pissed me off when he started singing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated him, dude. Like this every time he opened his mouth.
Has he not questioned her at all?
No, I mean, he's totally like simped out.
Blind.
He's simped out of his mind.
I don't know about that. I get a guy trying to defend his wife and himself, I guess, but it comes off as annoying to me personally. Like they just get on my nerves with this. And I love Superman, but they get on my nerves with this stupid. We're too perfect. We're too nice. Something is there.
Yeah, the freaks.
I don't know about him. I think he's just oblivious.
No, come on, man. Look at him.
Franklin. Why he does it?
Little teenage Ninja Turtle looking ass.
Yeah. Everyone in this show has issues, except for the dude with the glasses and long hair. I like that dude.
Wait, which guy?
The long hair and glasses. Always smoking a cigarette.
The blonde hair guy, or like
the blonde hair guy. He just always.
Oh, you mean like this? He's like, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Stupid shit.
Yeah.
No, I think the most normal guy was probably the
girl.
The guy that you see for like 2 seconds. He worked for the drug dealer dude. He said that all he wanted to do was like, I'll only work for him because he had all the animals. You see him for like only like 10 minutes of the pot, or not the pot, but of the documentary. I mean,
yeah,
you only see him for like 10 minutes.
How you feel about Jeff? Is his name Jeff?
Jeff Lowe.
How you felt when he kind of took that that property away from Joe?
I don't know. I mean, like I don't know really.
They got.
I mean, like I'm not defending him, but like Joe pretty much like sold it to him I don't think he really took it from him.
He
I think
needed
it
him.
just kind of seemed like that.
Maybe that was the way they worded it. Maybe that's the way I took
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Yeah, everyone except for the person with the missing arm and long hair dude. And they got the fake legs. They're the only normal people in this documentary.
I like that guy a lot. The guy with no legs.
Yeah, he just kind of exists.
Really
cool. Yeah. Everyone's garbage. Thing.
But all these people like had it. They all testified against Joe in court and stuff.
I mean, I said lives on the live too. But the guy said you're either with us or with the feds. Or something like that, right? Like you either with
that dude, the fat guy that owned I guess he owned a pawn shop or something.
He's shady,
that
dude.
He was like the biggest piece of shit. I liked how he talked about like
shady.
I don't have a lot of friends, backstabbers. I'm like, man, you backstabbing right now. What are you talking about?
Shady, dude. Yeah, that's it. I gotta say for it.
I think that's I've said all I need to say for the for Tiger King.
So, what is this? What's it called again?
So 90 Day Fiancé.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no input in that until you tell me what it is.
So I honestly don't know what it is really either. I'm assuming because like I've been seeing a lot of clips. I've seen this guy a few times. I have 2 clips for you to watch. People have been posting him on Twitter. I've been showing clips of the show, and they've been roasting the shit out of him.
What is this, TLC?
And this is TLC, and I'm assuming 90 Day Fiancé is what it probably sounds like. It's like they get married in 90 days or something.
Why is it a TV
But I know,
show?
so this dude, like, his name's Ed, and he has like I want to say a mail order bride or something, and she's foreign, right?
Wait, say that again.
A mail order bride.
Mail?
I think it's like, yeah, mail order bride. You've never heard of that?
No.
It's like
Sounds like slavery.
you get. It's like you buy. Yeah, it's like almost like you buy from a foreign country. So this dude. I'm just gonna show the clip. This first clip is before the 90 days, before he meets his fiance, and I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen any clips of this dude?
I've seen him
on Twitter.
Like he's in bed talking about her hairy legs or something.
Okay, that's the second clip I'm going to show. Have you seen the mayonnaise?
No, I just looked at it and kept scrolling.
Okay,
I don't know nothing. I just keep seeing this guy everywhere too.
I'm going to show you the first clip.
In a few days, I'm getting ready to get on a plane and go meet Rose, the love of my life, for the very first time. I'm super excited because I also bought a ring, and I plan to ask Rose to marry me. Since I met Rose, I want to look young for her. So I have been...
Imagine what that room smells like.
So I found out that mayonnaise makes it smoother and less dry. I'm self-conscious of my physical appearance because Rose is 31 years younger than me.
How old are you?
I smell like an egg salad sandwich, but it really, really works. I just want to look young for Rose.
I got this kimono from. I like that, man.
That's
I kind of
what
want to
it
give
is.
me one. Yeah, kimono. It's a silk kimono. What is he putting on his head, like a condom?
It's gonna be like, something like devil eggs or something.
Yeah, he said he looked like smelled like an egg salad sandwich.
That's disgusting. Who does that?
He says his scalp gets irritated because he dyes it, and he said putting mayonnaise on his scalp cools it.
Where's the source? Scientists,
Yeah,
pulled it up.
Jamie, pull that up.
What's the other clip? What?
So the other clip is him telling his fiance she needs to shave her legs.
Let me watch that.
And this one, this is why he's getting roasted, because people are saying he's insensitive to her and stuff like that. I mean, like I try not to be hard on his appearance, but like it just seems like, you know what? I'm just gonna roll the clip.
Last night we made.
Jordan. Click the clip. Click it. Wait, don't click on anything yet. What is wrong with him again?
There's nothing wrong with him.
Oh, he's fine.
No, he's fine. As far as I know, I think he's fine.
God, please help he's fine.
Love. It was awesome. Let's put it this way.
Wait.
He looks like
Just imagine you.
Huh?
Could you just imagine turning over in bed and seeing that next?
Let's put it this way. I'm not only on cloud 9, but I can't wait to do it again.
He's 54.
I think she enjoyed it.
Oh, it's got that.
She doesn't like my beard. Can I have a kiss?
Where's Daddy's kiss?
You ever seen Hellboy? Not Hellboy, but Spawn.
Yeah,
The clown guy.
You talking about the clown?
Yeah, he remind me of.
No.
Yeah.
Who played? Oh, dude, I hated that thing.
Oh, I don't beard. It's hurt on me. Ouch.
Did he just shave?
Yeah.
Really? Give me just a little.
It's hurt. Shave it.
Okay, here's the deal.
What?
Don't be mad at me, but last night when I noticed that your legs were kind of like mine, they were hairy.
What?
Nani?
Nutty.
So I'll make you a deal. If you shave your legs, I'll shave my beard.
Why? They shaved my legs.
Where's she from?
Black hair, it just seems kind of.
I want to say maybe Philippines.
That's enough of that clip. I got enough.
So that was 90 Day Fiancé.
Huh. Well. So what? Like.
So they've been roasting the shit out of him over this because he said that he needed to, or she needed to, shave her legs.
Like I said again, like I have no okay. That's it.
Does he? Yeah. Does he have like? Does he have a condition?
Dude, I'll be honest with you. If he does, we're getting flamed. Please. Look like a spinal. He does. A spine
What?
problem. Does he have a spine problem? Dude, does he have a spine problem?
So, I'm sorry. But this is literally all I can think about.
Like a dumb.
Yeah, just like there's no neck. It's just a head to shoulders.
Spy Kids is weird, dude.
This shit, yeah, it was like a weird movie.
Remember trying to watch that again? That movies are terrible now. So that was interesting.
What are we at? What time are we at right now?
We're actually at 1:21 on the dot.
Oh, okay, bet. Well, I think that's enough of that.
I know this is our second episode, but I think it's one of the best videos we ever made.
So far, yeah. I think
yeah.
I had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
I think we had some serious talk, and I think we had some unserious talk.
Was it serious? 'Cause I'm afraid he has a condition. I might get on fire for that later.
I should probably research this and see if he actually has a
Well, anyway, guys. While he's doing that.
Oh wait, he has a daughter. Oh wait, neck
Huh?
condition. Hang on. 90 Day Fiancé star Ed seamlessly responds to body shamers. So does he have a neck condition? God. So some people are also asking, what is wrong with Ed's neck?
On Google, top searches.
"90 Day Fiancé star Big Ed fights back tears over body shaming he's faced." Oh, hang on. There's a video.
Is he like a dwarf?
A letter over the weekend from a fan named Abe on the East Coast, and he reached out to me because he's been teased all his life.
Make it
he
bigger.
Has a short neck and small stature, and what?
Oh, so IG.
Oh wait, this is his profile.
How many followers does he have?
98.2. Okay. So wait, I wonder if he's like, is he like still with her?
Probably because of a TV show thing. I think the show concept is really bizarre. Like 90 days. Are they? Is TV that desperate to stay relevant? It's
I think like
Netflix,
90 Day Fiancé. I mean, well, any TLC show.
I mean, My Strange Addiction.
Pretty
is
much what you're
interesting.
buying into.
Isn't it about health? It's like a health show.
No,
It's not.
I mean, what is it? My Strange Addiction.
That's
Where
actually
that?
more interesting. Eat the mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just imagine, right? Like it's been a long day, right? You just want to lay down. You're like, God, I'm tired. You just want to lay in bed, and you just like go to lay in bed and like you get half your body on, and then you fall off, and you're like, my bitch sister ate my mattress. God. As
How do you get to that point? Eating a mattress.
didn't she like eat her mattress and then eat like her mom's? She started eating her mom's mattress.
That's weird, dude. If we really need to end this episode, we're at 125.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're running fumes now.
Well, Jordan, it was a fantastic episode, man.
Yeah, dude, I've had a lot of fun. Guys, we actually have a new series coming out on this channel called Shipwreck Mondays, and it's essentially what the end of the show was just us going through the internet, just finding clips that we like. Yeah. That's gonna be airing every Monday. Hope you guys check it out and be looking for that. I had a fun. If you guys made it to the end of the episode, consider us giving a subscription and turn on that notification bell. We really do appreciate it, even though it's cringy as hell to say that we.
But it helps us out a lot.
But yeah, it helps us out a lot.
No, it really does. But following what he said, yeah, this is what 6 to 100. Why'd I say 100? An hour and 26 minutes, and you made this far.
Make it to the end. We really do appreciate it, and I mean, thank you for supporting us getting to this far, and we appreciate us keeping your attention this far and stuff.
Yet again, thank you for watching. Take care.
Cheers.